Today, we're going to be talking about how life gets a lot more easier when you understand your purpose. A lot of people go through life basically, from when they were born, without necessarily knowing what they came here for. And especially considering the fact that however they were raised, they grew up watching their parents, they grew up watching their siblings, they grew up watching how certain things were literally done in their environment at the time. And, they took that with them, right, into schools, universities, and basically into life. And a lot of people kind of got lost along the way, myself included. But now I'm found. All praise to the Most High, right? And a lot of people kind of get lost along the way, and they kind of feel drained, confused about what life really is, But from my experience, right? Speaking from my experience, the moment you know, start taking out time to really prioritize your internal state, right? Like to really do the inner work, shift your identity, over time, the more layers you get peeled off, from whoever you were while growing up, over time, best believe, over time, as time goes on, you're definitely going to come back in alignment with your true self. Right? You're definitely going to come back in alignment with who you really are. And things kind of like get a lot more easier from there because now you know who you are, right? Now you understand and you know why you're here on earth, right? And life just becomes a lot more fun because every day, your identity is in check. You know what you're meant to do. You're not trying to live from a place of survival, of trying to get things done, of chasing, of, trying to be in competition with people, right? Because one thing a lot of people misunderstand is the fact that there's actually nobody to compete with because we all are walking our own individual path. And this even becomes more clearer the more you are aligned with yourself. Because then you tend to realize and understand that you're just walking your path. And there's actually nobody outside of your world but just you. Right? So all these other people, they do exist and they are actually walking their own path. But without you, there will be no them. So when you understand this, when you truly understand this, and you're truly living from alignment with your purpose, you're truly living in alignment with who you really are, life just like becomes a bed of roses. And you're not necessarily competing with anybody. You're not trying to, be the, you're not necessarily competing with anybody per se. You now understand that, okay, this is a marathon, right? And everybody is basically, on their own path, right? And then that really helps you to like focus, hone in on yourself, right? You wake up every day, you feel fulfilled, you feel elevated, you prioritize your inner work because this is a path of growth. This is a journey of growth, continuous elevation, of continuously being, feeling a lot more relaxed in the moment, compared to like chasing the next big thing, the next big trend. You're just being, and you're just being and you're just living. And it's funny how the more you prioritize being over doing, it's funny how you get to attract a lot of things into your reality. And this is like a whole nother topic for another day. This shit looks good. Okay? So this is like a whole nother topic for another day, right? This is like a whole nother topic for another day. By prioritizing your being rather than doing, and the more you live from a place of being, right, and just allowing and going with the flow of life, and just trusting that you are aligned with your purpose, you're walking your path, right? The more you allow things unfold naturally, the more life becomes even a lot more easier, and you even get to trust the universe more. This is one of the beautiful things, one of the beautiful qualities, right, you get to experience when you prioritize doing the inner work, when you prioritize shifting your identity. Because I swear, and I'm using the swear word right now, your life changes for real, completely, once you prioritize your identity and once you shift your identity. You shift your identity, emotionally you're feeling like him or you're feeling like her, right? And you're taking actions that are aligned with this person that you really are. And you're just letting things be, you're just allowing everything to just be, to just flow. And the universe, best believe, you're putting out a particular set of frequency onto the universe. Best believe the universe is going to match that back to you, as long as you keep emitting that frequency. And you can't even stop emitting the frequency because it's who you really are at the core of your being, right? So, I encourage everybody watching this video to take out time to start prioritizing yourself and prioritizing your inner self, right? Just being, uncovering layers of old belief, limitations, and peeling them off, and just trust your path. Trust your path. And I swear, life will be a lot more easier for you, especially when you're walking in alignment with your higher self, with your purpose. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and also share this video with your friends, your family, and anybody who's on their self-growth journey. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I'm going to see you guys in my next video.